One ball game. Digging in now, Eddie Murray. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Now here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Braun has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 8.
Stepping in, Cal Ripken. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Junior.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
1 and 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready now,
The
Brooks
third
Robinson.
baseman.
He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Seaver steps into his windup, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Popped him up. Carter is under this one. And he will put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Sean Armstrong comes on to pitch now hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Armstrong.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and digging in is the veteran DH, Mickey Mantle. The 3-1 pitch. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. He's set. Here's the 3-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Onto the lawn and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and even 30 home runs on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. In now, Tony Perez. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Eddie Matthews will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
At the plate, Eddie Matthews. And he'll lay off the cut fastball here as this misses off the plate for ball 4.
The right fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
Standing in, Andre Dawson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the 1-1.
That's ball 2. I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! A 2-run job by Andre Dawson. 3rd home run for him on the year as this lead got even wider. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Rose, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
So now to the plate, Gary Carter. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his 2nd base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Stepping in now, Ryan Sandberg, and he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
To the plate now, Ryan Braun. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. 3 runs already home here. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from 3rd crosses the plate.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Into the box, Robin Yount. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-1 home. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from 3rd. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Now at the plate, Johnny Damon. 2 out with the man at first. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Jim Palmer comes on to pitch from bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Into the box now, Mickey Mantle. 3-2 to the Royals' designated hitter.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Again, another foul ball. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Haynes on the run for it. At the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. KC leads this one 13-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding forward, the designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Braun arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The left fielder, number 25.
Now in the box, Anthony Santander. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get him out.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 24.
Now at the plate, Austin Haynes. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And as you can see, they are way behind. Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Tony Perez. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Eddie Matthews. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Standing in, Andre Dawson, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Very high, 2-1.
Hey!
2-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Popped high in the air. Robinson has a play, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Royals.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw on to the first baseman Murray, and that retires the side. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Royals are on top 13-1. Ready for another shot now. Adley Rutschman. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Now
back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brian Roberts. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
One out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Swung on and hit deep to left center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the right
At
fielder.
the plate, Nick Markakis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 2 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. So a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
The first baseman, number 33, Eddie.
Ready now for Baltimore. Eddie Murray. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Seaver comes set. 2-2 pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out with the man at first. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for the Orioles, and they remain well behind. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Ryne Sandberg. A ball and 2 strikes. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Ryan Braun. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So nothing happening this time around. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Royals lead it 13-1. Scott Barlow, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Scott Barlow.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Superb pitching performance in this one, Matty V. 8 rock-solid innings, in line for the win. Now needs some help from the bullpen.
At the plate, Brooks Robinson. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. The 2-2. Popped him up. Perez has room in foul territory, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in, Trey Mancini. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Barlow is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging a bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Count remains 2-2. Baltimore down to their final strike. He stays alive, still 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy he's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
At the plate now, Austin Haynes. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Second and third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
13-1 is the final lopsided score. Kansas City scored a lucky 13 in this one. Tom Seaver earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Clayton Kershaw struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes.